Johnny Kane in the number 33 Lola battling with the number 35 Oak Racing Mazda. But that car's a lap down, but still running in fourth place. Andre Ciccato in the number 29 Lola is squeezed between them in the standings, but behind them on the track. Also back in the pack, you couldn't afford to take your eyes off the action. In the GT1 battle, Luc Alphon, in his own Corvette C6R, finally got the better of the number 55 Lamborghini, with Philippe Salaquada in the car, giving Peter Cox a well-earned breather. Sit back and enjoy the action. In GT2, there was also a change at the front. The Felbermayr Porsche number 77, one of a number of runners to suffer tyre punctures, and the resulting visit to the pits handed the lead back to the storming yellow Ferrari 430 of Bell and Bruni. The reigning champions still looking for their first win of 2009. Was it to come here at Spa? The Peugeot 908 led from the hugely impressive number 11 Oreca. Former Formula One ace Olivier Panis had maneuvered the brand spanking new car into second place. Nicolas Lapierre was in the driving seat, but he had little time to reflect on his co-driver's heroics. Christophe Tanso in the Pescarolo Judd was tightening the screw in the battle for second. Tightening the screw so much, in fact, that something had to give. Climbing up towards Eau Rouge, Lapierre got caught the wrong side of the slower Salini Zytek. Damage to the right side of the car, but luckily able to limp back to the pits. Olivier Panis got behind the wheel for the final stint. As for Nicolas Lapierre, he could only look on at what could have been, and perhaps might yet be. Tanso in the number 16 Pescarolo was suddenly all alone in second, just over a minute down on the race leader. Over the years, Spa has witnessed some of the greatest battles between the greatest names motorsports has ever known, and the automobile gods conspired to pay a little tribute to two of the greatest, with this battle for 10th. In GT2, the leaders on the blacktop were still the yellow Ferrari 430 of Bell and Bruni. The Italian car on track to avenge their defeat at the hands of the 77 Felbermayr Porsche in the first round at Barcelona. And suddenly the tyre gremlins claimed another victim. although they had more than a little help from the number 92 JMW pit crew, who put a rear tyre on the front and front rubber on the rear. An historical first-team victory snatched away and handed on a plate to none other than their arch-rivals for the title, Richard Lietz and Mark Lieb. The round one winners back in front. And to rub salt into the wound, the quiet achievers Mansell, Garcia and De Mello in the 84 Modena Ferrari had snuck into second. In GT1, Jan Clary had taken over from the team boss Luc Alphonse in the C6R. But that was all that had changed, as the guttural American growled and the Frenchman kept his foot on the pace, determined not to let this one slip through their grasp. In second place, Peter Cox was back behind the wheel of the Lamborghini Murcielago, but only a miracle would see the Dutchman record back-to-back wins this weekend. In LMP2, one last stop for the lead car. Kasper Elgaard out, Christian Poulsen in for the final few laps. After a slow start trailing the number 33 Speedy Racing Lola, the Porsche Spyder of the Danish Essex team showed all its class and professionalism, the side storming away from the rest of the field. They even offered themselves the luxury of taking the foot off the gas a little, which might just see them in contention for the Michelin Green X Challenge Award. Further back, the Lolas were battling for the minor placings, the number 33 with Benjamin Leuenberger at the wheel. And any thoughts of a late storming challenge from the second of the racing box entries were extinguished. The number 29 damaged trying to avoid the fresh remains of Bruno Senna's number 10 Oreca. Senna's car strewn across the circuit, and that made for some nervy moments in the Oreca garage as they held their breath in the face of such carnage. A fresh and, as always, untimely reminder that danger can lurk around each bend. Deliverance as the young driver climbed out of the wreckage with a thumbs up for the stewards and nothing more than a sore knee. Still a very painful finish for the Oreca team, who'd done so well. But not even the glamorous Aston could take the gloss off a dominating display from the Peugeots. The French giants showed that even withstanding a new 30-kilogram handicap and longer fuel stops, the diesel-powered 908 in its third year of development still has the drop on its petrol-driven rivals. They even afforded themselves the luxury of a traditional Le Mans Series formation finish. A first European outing of 2009 and a first victory of the year following their second place finish at the Sebring 12-hour American Classic. The number 16 Pescarolo taking the honours for the first petrol-powered car home in second. As far as a dress rehearsal goes for next month's 24 Hours of Le Mans, things could hardly have gone any better for the number 7 car of Nicolas Manassian, Simon Pagenaud and Christian Klein. Pole position and a flag-to-flag win for the new driver trio. The problems encountered, however, by the number 9 car suggest there's still some way to go before they face up to the new Audi R15 HDI.